So I just found out about what happened in Germany, and my heart goes out to those people that are affected. My heart goes out to the people who have been injured. My heart goes out to the people who have passed away in what was a really horrific attack. If you saw like the Twitter video, it is really disgusting. It's horrible what has happened. But I do have a bone to pick. And basically, I would see the comments all the comments are from people on the far right, trying to give this discourse that it's Islam's fault again. Except if you do just like a tiny little bit of research, like the smallest bit of research, you find out that the guy who did it, he was Saudi, but he had actually apostatized from Islam as a religion. So he was an ex-Muslim. Not only that, but he was a part of the ADF. He was part of the far right in Germany. And he was a Zionist. He was pro-Zionism. He was pro-is not real. And he was an ex-Muslim. He hated Islam so much that he left the religion, and he would speak publicly against Islam. He would publicly speak against it. That was his whole spiel. And yet they're trying to blame it on us. They're trying to blame it on Muslims. They're trying to blame it on Islam. They're trying to blame it on us, even though he literally, publicly distanced himself from the religion. He distanced himself. So he was actually on the side of the West. He was on the West side. And they're still trying to paint us as the bad guy. They're still trying to make us, they're trying to demonize us. They're trying to ostracize us. They're trying to blame us, the media. This is terrible. Why are you so afraid of us? Why are you so afraid of us? Why does it have to be that I have to be worried for my career as a footballer, as a soccer player, where I feel like sometimes I have to change my name if I want to get a career, if I want to go to Europe and have a job, because people are so terrified of Muslims. But if you have a Muslim neighbor, if you've ever met a Muslim friend, you know how we really are. You know how charitable we are, how caring we are, how loving we are, how pious most of us are, how normal we are. We're just like you guys. We just have different views. That's it. But you paint us to be these terrible things. You paint us to be the worst things in the world. But then the person who did such a horrendous attack wasn't even one of us. He wasn't. He literally left us. He was one of us. And then left, became evil, and then, right? And then did what he did. So he literally left and became evil, and then he did what he did. And Saudi Arabia tried to warn Germany that this guy had some pretty extreme views and he was an extremist, and be careful, guys, be careful. And Germany didn't listen, and Germany did not extradite him back to Saudi Arabia, thinking that like there was something else at play. And now look what's happened. One other thing that really, listen, we gotta condone violence in all forms, because violence is just not the answer. But how hypocritical is it that when it's a Christmas market in Germany and one of the victims, may God rest his soul, was a child, he he's called a child, and everybody's sad. Everybody's, you know, of course, I mean, it's an innocent life at the end of the day. But when thousands of innocent lives are being taken, thousands of children's lives, innocent children, just as innocent as that little German boy, just as innocent, are being taken in Palestine, no one bats an eye. No one cares. No one cares. That is the most hypocritical thing that I can think of, because people don't care. I know this isn't a football or a soccer video, and so I don't know if my subscribers will even watch this. But I have to say something. I don't know how many of my subscribers are Muslim, but just know that if you are a Muslim out there and this is making you fearful of, you know, your situation, it's making you fearful of going outside, just know that I'm with you. Just know that the Muslim community is with you. And just know that the Muslim community isn't what the media is painting us out to be. It's not. We are a loving people. We are a welcoming people. We are a kind and loving people. We don't want this. And this guy was not even one of us. But they're trying to convince you that he was. So don't give in. Don't listen to what they're trying to tell you. Don't listen. I have lived my entire life just trying to distance myself from that part of my identity, because that's kind of what I was told to do in order to be safe, in order for me to get a job, get a career, in order for me to be able to live a normal life. And I'm sick of it. And I'm proud of my religion. I'm proud of my ethnicity. I'm proud of who I am. And, you know, the media can try to paint me to be whatever, but I know the truth. You guys know the truth. You guys know the truth about Muslims. You guys know the truth about humanity in general. Yes, there's a lot of ugliness, but there's also a lot of beauty. And the majority of it is beautiful. So, hug your neighbor. Give a helping hand. Give in charity. And just know that at the end of times, at the end of the day, justice will be had. In the meantime, just please stay safe and just know that this has nothing to do with us. All right. Subscribe, I guess.